morning, and today we have a special guest. She is the one of the refugee, and her name is Nina. All right, good morning, Nina. Can you tell me more about yourself?
My name is Nina. I'm 36 years old.
And what happened to your family?
Well, I don't know what happened to my family, but my father sent me in Liverpool in UK, and I think I was all alone outside.
And what happened in Europe to UK?
I then became street homeless in the middle of the winter, sleeping in night, shelter for a whole month.
And what is your plan in your life now?
Well,
After this happening?
I've secured a place on a fashion design course at college, hoping that diploma will help me find a job for my future. And every Sunday, I will go to local church, free and unafraid to follow my faith.
And how is your life now after you become a refugee? Is it better now?
Yeah, it's kind of better, but my brain is still thinking about
Hi, good morning everyone. Today I'm living in a place with a lot of language. And now I'm looking for a story. Hi.
My name is Halima.
How old are you?
I am 10 years old.
Where are you from?
I am from Somalia, in Africa.
How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing good despite everything that's happened.
How many people are you family?
Well, there's my two brothers, my sister, my grandma, and my mom and my dad. So we have 7 people in our family. Well, I haven't seen my dad, my grandma, or my 2 older brothers, because they're back at home still taking care of my grandma. So I haven't seen them. I think they're doing okay.
What have your parents do for you?
Well, my dad used to own a shop in Kismayo. But like it was a CD shop until the Islamic Courts Union told him that he couldn't sell those stuff anymore there. So that shop got closed down. Sadly.
Why would you choose for this country? What makes you
Well, my parents there was a war, so me, my sister, my mom, and my baby brother, we had to walk 3 weeks to where we are now in the eastern of Kenya. And
last question? What is your occupation?
well, right now we are at the Dadaab region of eastern Kenya, and this is a really good camp because I think there's 250,000, over 250,000 Somalis people, and they take care of people refuge.
Thank you for this interview.
We have a special person in here today. His name is Kathleen from South Sudan. How did you become a refugee?
I became a refugee after the war broke out in South Sudan. It started from a riot, and then it became a war afterwards. So that's the position me and my family are in right now.
How's your family?
My family and I, basically my family, they're doing okay. Like it's not the best that we could offer them or what they could offer us, but we could live with it because we have no other choice. We don't have a lot of money to do anything, and this is what all we have. So we can live with it. We're fine.
How's your life after becoming a refugee?
I have to say, truthfully, it is pretty hard just knowing that you're not home and you don't know when you ever will be. But it is, like I said, it's fine. At least we're in a safe place, a place where we could relax. Not like relax with a big heave of relief, a big sigh of relief, but at least we can stay. We have efficient food and everything.
Is the shelter, food, water, is that enough for your family?
Yes, it is very enough. It is. They actually treat us pretty good with our shelter and food and water. We have no complaints about that. But it's not the best, but it's also not the worst. It's average, so we can live with that.
Do you think you will be able to go back home?
Yes, I believe one day I will be able to go back home because you have to have faith, you know. But I believe that one day our country will realize that war is meaningless and we could all live in harmony, and that we could all just live like in the olden times where there was no war. South Sudan should be a country like other countries, peaceful, so that so our future, the children in the next generation would not have to see or have to hide from their own country. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright, hello. Today we'll be interviewing a refugee named Sai. Hello Sai, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Where are you from?
I'm originally Eritrean.
Alright.
I was born and raised in Ghana.
Okay. Now if it isn't too much to ask, could you please tell us your story, please, Aya?
Well, I was forced to flee from the country.
Yeah.
Our home and our belongings were confiscated. 6 of my siblings were sent to live with my grandmother in a different part of the country, and my father's partner arranged for me, my mother, and my sibling to go off to London. My father was arrested by the Ethiopian police and later dismissed in their custody, which is very sad.
Alright.
When we first arrived in London, my mother claimed asylum and we was on a bus to go to Manchester. The house that we arrived in was horrible, it was disgusting. I honestly hated it.
Okay.
It had no electricity, no heating, water was seeping through the walls and the floors, and all the money that we were given at the time, we used it to call the landlord. When Refugee Action tried to help us, the landlord never came. My mother got ill and we had to go to the hospital. It didn't have a Tyrigian speaker, so they had a French interpreter. I couldn't speak French or interpret French, so I had to do it for my mother. But honestly, the thought of a child interpreting for his or her parents scares me because the adult or the parent probably has a disease or a sickness they don't want the child to know about, and I'm scared for the child. The child might have to find out about something that isn't very nice.
Yeah. How's it? Oh, go ahead.
Later on, I volunteered for the Red Cross, and I got a job there helping people in need, people that were like me. So yeah, that's my story.
Alright. How's it now? How's your life?
My life is honestly, I couldn't ask for anything better. I have a home, I have food, I have a job. I can support my family, I can help my siblings. I wouldn't want to be any other way. I'm very happy.
What did it feel like when you were sent to London?
First time I arrived here, I was scared. It was an alien country to me because I was so used to the hot sun and like clothing that always aerates your body and the sand and the unclean water and not proper food. And when I arrived in London, it was freezing cold.
Okay.
And everyone was bundled up. They had different accents and language. They looked different. They were all very pale. I was scared. I honestly was.
What is it like now compared to back then?
What's it like now? It's a lot better now. It's way better than it was back then. As I said, I'm very happy. I finally, it's nice to know that, after a while I belong to something. It's really nice.
Back then, my life was a mess. I was scared, and I was pushed into so many things I didn't want to do. And I'm very happy now.
Hi. Thank you for interviewing. Thank you for calling me.